Alright. I'm gonna check this real quick. I'm gonna do like 20 minutes and then do a live thing. Kind of rip from the Ps3 Recoveries. Almost want to hear me talk. I know. I know. Love you too. I want a kiss first. Alright. What's up, you motherfuckers? Now, okay. I can barely see using my webcam right now. As you can see, got a slim PS3. I got this motherfucker from someone at work who's been sitting in a warehouse and he's fucking dirty as fuck. Look at this motherfucker. This thing has been beat up from the feet up. Look at all that motherfucking dust in there. Can you see that dust? Look at that. That's dirty motherfuckers right there. Surprised. Might be some fucking cockroaches in here. But look at that shit. One thing, take care of your fucking PS3s. Now. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Alright. Cool. Just making sure. I don't want to do this motherfucking tutorial if you motherfuckers can't hear me. Now, I'm pretty fucking hungover right now, so bear with me. I ain't gonna be 100% like I usually am. So, first thing we need to do, tear this motherfucker apart. But first, I'm gonna show you what I use. Got a little pick here. Almost looks like a little dentist tool. Got my SanDisk card reader. You're gonna need one of these motherfuckers. A little SanDisk. Got a USB. That way I can plug it in my computer. Because my laptop's a little old. Doesn't have one of those ports. So that's what I got. A little fucking DigiPower, or whatever the fuck it is. Got that. You're gonna need an old credit card to put your thermal paste on. You're gonna need some styrofoam. I'll get into that later. Gonna need a clamp, C-clamp, like this. Believe it or not, we're gonna put this motherfucker on the motherboard of your PS3. Then you're gonna need the big bad boy, E3 flasher. This motherfucker's nice. Right there. And on this, as you can see, I shaved the sides down with a razor blade. I'll show you why in a little bit. You're gonna need a Torx head, a T8 Torx head to take those fucking safety screws out. Phillips head screwdriver. Couple cotton swabs. Double-sided tape. And last but not least, some fucking cardboard. Now, we're gonna tear this motherfucker off. Haha, Phase Wolf, drain my fucking balls. Alright. Now, and you're gonna need some denatured alcohol. Let's get started. First, let's pop all these motherfucking safety covers off. These motherfuckers just come off, and whenever you get a PS3, you always want to buy it with the safety seal still intact. That way you know some fucking cocksucker never fucking took it apart. Because you don't want to get into someone else's fucking problems. You know what's funny? You get bitch ass motherfuckers like FaZe Wolf that talk shit. If that motherfucker see me on the street, he would fucking look down at the ground. Motherfucker wouldn't even have the balls to fucking stare at me down in the face. Alright. Now I'll pop those little rubber feet off. Just letting you guys know right now, it's like a motherfucking 100 degrees where I am. Boston. Actually, this one don't come off. Alright. I already took out the T8 safety screws, 3 of them, on this model. Now we can put this bitch together. Let me, what's it called? Aim this thing correctly so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. A little better. And I'm telling you right now, this thing is dirty. Real dirty. Now you guys are probably going to want to take the screws, put them in little piles, and kind of label them. I've been doing this for a while, so I just toss them all in one big motherfucking pile. I don't give a fuck. Alright. Pull these up. Now what we're doing right now is just splitting the cases. Pull these fucking screws up. That's alright. We got tons of screws. Now you can Google on to see if your PS3 is compatible to be jailbroken. On the back of your PS3, there's going to be a sec number, CECH. Then it's going to say 2000, 3000, 4000. 2000 models are jailbreakable. So, got those screws out. Sometimes these things are a cunt to pull out. Now you're going to want to yank out the hard drive. Let's see. Got all those fuckers out. Oh yeah, we want to take that safety sticker. There's going to be one more screw right behind the safety sticker, I believe. Hell yeah. That's how you know your PS3 has never been opened. That safety sticker. This one's always hard to pull out. There we go. Last screw. Now, that over. Now we can pull this motherfucker off. Pull it from the back, and it should come right off. Like so. Damn. Look how dirty that motherfucker is. Dirty motherfuckers. Alright. Now you're gonna want to grab your vacuum. Clean this bitch. That's on. Fucking fast. Wouldn't be surprised if there's cockroach shit. Alright, now we got that bitch nice and clean. Let's put the hard drive over there. Now, we want to take out the power supply, which is this big motherfucker back here. So, be very careful when you remove the clips. Pull that one. Now, we can pull the other one, just like so. Now we're going to have 2 screws for the power supply. Let's pull these motherfuckers out. Alright. Oh, we still got a fucking screw in here. Ah. Alright. Let me grab the file real quick. Just gotta grab a tool real quick. Be right there. Alright. So we took those 2 screws out. Now you're gonna want to grab this bitch and pull it directly straight fucking up. There we go. Now the power supply comes out. Let's get those screws. One over there. Had another one drop, but that's okay. We'll put that motherfucker over there. There's the other screw. Now, we gotta get the hard drive out. Let me go grab another small screwdriver for that. I mean the laser lens. A lot of these screws are going to be big, small, so you're going to need different size screwdrivers. Alright, so now, right back here, you got one screw that holds in the DVD player. Unscrew that bitch. Pull that out. Now you got these taped. All the wires are taped, which is good. Straight from the factory. Pull that tape off. Now you're going to want to unplug this. Just pull that wire out. Now you're going to unplug your Wi-Fi. These cables right up top here are your Wi-Fi. So undo the tape. Tape down below. 2 of them, white and black. Just pop those fuckers off. There we go. Simple as that. Those just pop off. Now we can just tuck them back over here. Now you got your ribbon cable. That goes right down in here. There's a little switch. Then you can just pop that out. See, that comes right out. Be very careful. You don't want to damage that. Now, be able to pop that bitch right out. DVD's out. But look how dirty that thing is. Get the vacuum out. Alright. DVD's out. As you can see, right over here, I do have a bunch of shit. So, got that out. Now we're going to want to pull 5 screws out. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no, 5. The other one doesn't do shit. Now you're gonna want to pull those out. That's a super small screwdriver. Let me just grab that. Alright, so we're going to have one screw in the very back right here. You're going to want to pull that out. Get rid of that. These are all super, super small. Now you're going to have one screw right over here. These all go right to the motherboard, so be careful. There. You're going to have 2 up front, right over by the hard drive case. Should be one more right over here. There it is. Thing was underneath a bunch of dust. Now, I have never jailbroken one of these consoles before. This is a SEC 251A. It's a it was made before 2011, so therefore it can be jailbreakable. But some people have trouble jailbreaking these just because they were made right up until you couldn't jailbreak them. So let's see. Now this whole unit should pop out, but look how dirty this motherfucker was. Look at all that dust all up in that shit. That's disgusting. So we're gonna have to pull this out. Oh wait, we're gonna pull the power supply out. Power supply hooks right up to the front. One little ribbon cable, and this just pops right out. Little ribbon cable. Don't damage that, because you'll be fucked. Alright. Now, this whole unit should slide out. You gotta pull it from the front first, slide the ports out. Alright. There we go. Your Wi-Fi is all right there. Just pull the motherboard out. Now, I wanna vacuum all this shit out. And some 30th. Alright. Now, there's so much dust in here that I can't even get it out with my vacuum. That's how nasty this shit is. So you're gonna want to pull this fucking shit right the fuck out. Now, the reason why I'm doing this on a live stream, because I don't have time to edit videos and all that bullshit, so you guys are getting the real fucking deal. Real time shit. Set that aside. Alright. Now, we move on to the next step, which is we gotta split the case. So, these two things right here, those are your heatsink clamps. You gotta pull those motherfuckers off. Unscrew those. And bear with me, I'm fucking hungover like a bastard. heatsink clamps off. Put those over there. Set those motherfuckers off on the side. Now, your shield has a couple screws in it. Pull those motherfuckers off. I think you got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, or 5. So just make sure to pull those out. There's a little arrows pointing to them. If you don't know what the fuck you're doing, just follow the arrows. This is like a heat shield or a dust shield. Didn't really do too fucking good with the dust, considering what the hell we found in there. Let me grab a drink real quick. It's fucking hot as fuck here. Alright. Damn, this thing hasn't been apart in fucking 10 years. Well, probably 7, since it was made in 2010. Alright. This should be the last screw. And then we pull the heat shield off. Here comes the heat shield. Surprisingly, not that fucking bad. Alright. So now, what we want to do is we gotta pull this motherfucker off. What we gotta do is pull the motherboard from the heat sinks. This is where you want to be very, very careful. Just give me 1 second, and I'll be right there doing it. Alright, so you see your hard drive right here. You want to take your thumb, put it right underneath this motherboard, and pull up gently. You don't want to go too hard, else you'll break your motherboard. Now the thermal paste is what's making the contact, so we got to break that seal. So bring it up, bang! We got that bitch. Wow, look how dirty this fucker is. Dirty fucking people, man. So we slide this out through the ports. Come on, bitch. One little clip holding it in. There we go. Got some wires holding that. Oh, what did I forget to pull? Oh, I forgot to pull the thin wire. No biggie. There we go. Fan wire is pulled. Now, this bitch should just come right on out. Alright. Now, look at your... No, that's your CPU and GPU. Look at that nasty white shit. That's your thermal paste. That looks terrible. Clean the dust off that. Alright. That's disgusting. Now, these are your heat sinks. Those look like shit too. God damn. Look at all that dust. Let's vacuum that up. Alright, here we go. So we got all that shit cleaned up. Shit was dirtier than a motherfucker. Still is pretty dirty. So we're gonna go to the next step. Let me grab my tool. Alright, so we got the motherboard out. Now, right here, should be 2 screws. One here, one there. We want to pull those off so we can get the heat shield off. Just 2 little black screws, 2 little nigglets. Pull that off. 1 and 2. Let's get this bitch. There we go. Got those motherfuckers off. Now, flip this over. This will come right out. So now, this should come right off. Oh wait, we got 1 more screw. 3 screws. The third one is right on the side right there. Or maybe third and fourth. 4 screws. This one's a little different than the ones that I'm used to. So this is a learning process for me too. Take that out. Take this cocksucker out. There we go. Put the screws in the pile. Now that heat sinks off. Hit this with a vacuum. Alright, let me take a couple puffs off my vape. Let me christen this motherfucker. Whenever I sell these, people say when they get the jailbroken PS3, it smells like strawberry vape juice. Alright. So, we got that done. Let me go to my computer and grab a file that I need. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys right now where's the NOR chip. So that's your CPU, GPU, like I explained earlier. This right here is your NOR chip. That's where you're going to install the E3 flasher. But first we need to clean this motherfucker with some alcohol, denatured alcohol. If you can see, there's a little circle, bottom right corner of your NOR chip. Your E3 flasher ribbon cable is going to be facing the opposite direction of that hole. If you put it on backwards, you'll fuck your shit up and brick it. So, let's clean that up. Now I just got a little denatured alcohol. Get the Q-tip. Get that shit nice and wet. And it seems a little weird to be putting like liquid on a motherboard, but it's all good. It'll evaporate real quick. Look how dirty that shit is. Whoever had this was a dirty motherfucker. And I don't know if you guys remember me saying, but how I took my E3 flasher and I shaved down the sides of the E3 flasher suit clip. The reason behind that is if you look on the motherboard, you got a couple little transistors on either side. Your ribbon cable stock will ground out on those, and you won't be able to get a good connection. So that's why I do that. So now we're going to have to install the fan to the motherboard. Oh, hell yeah. This is a hell of a job. And this is all new to me. This is a new one. I've never jailbroken this model before. So so now what I want to do is take your fan. Shit's dirty. Take your fan, lay it down. You're going to take your motherboard, flip it over, line up the holes to where those clamps were, and we're going to bolt it down. There we go. Line that bitch up. There we go. We line that bitch up. You want to make sure it's on the heat sinks. And now we're going to install our cardboard and clamps. I showed you guys the cardboard earlier. That's so that you don't ground out the clamps on the motherboard. I lost my other cardboard clamps, so I'm going to cut a new set. Right here, we'll cut these to size. Then we'll cut the other one, same way. Alright, get rid of those. Alright, now you're going to lay your cardboard right down in the middle between the holes, just like that. Now you're going to take your clamps and toss them on. And remember, it's like 100 fucking degrees here where I am. I only got AC in my room, not in the living room. So you want to tighten these down, but not too much. You don't want to damage anything. Alright, wait for them just to snug up till you feel a little resistance. Now it's very important you protect all these transistors. I have broken transistors before and ruined PlayStation. Now just snug those up. Alright, that feels good. Now we're going to flip this bitch over and we're going to have to plug your fan in. So plug that in. Now we got that all set. Move your screws back up. Now it's time to insert the E3 flasher itself. Now this is money right here. Alright, so we got our power cable in. We're letting that dry. Now we got to insert our suit clip. Same thing with the clip. you're gonna want to make sure this is clean also. All those little contacts, you got a lot of little contacts in there. Make sure that's all nice and clean. I keep my shit clean, so it's pretty good. Blow on it. Now, like I told you, you want your clip. Let's pull this off. You're going to want your ribbon cable to go away from that hole that's on the bottom left of your NOR chip. So what I do is, you're going to want to put this on and wait for it just to drop on. You'll feel it. You want to make sure it's on just right, because if you put it on crooked, you'll fuck it up. Brand new ones will make a snap sound. Mine doesn't make a snap sound anymore because I used it too many times. It'll only snap the first time. So that's on. Now you're going to want to tape it. What I use is a penny with double-sided tape. And I'll show you why I use double-sided tape. Okay, we got that on. Don't worry about the tape hitting the transistors and stuff. It ain't gonna do shit. Now, what you're gonna want to do is take a piece of cardboard, styrofoam. Put that bitch right on the top. Double-sided tape's gonna hold that on. Make sure it's nice and even. There we go. This big piece of styrofoam goes on the bottom. That protects your transistors. Now we can apply the C-clamp. See on my C-clamp, I got a little styrofoam down there. That's to protect it. And so it doesn't short out. Let me open this bitch up. Alright. So, there's only one of me. So, I'm gonna make sure I do this correctly. Fucking hot as fuck right now in here. I would have done it in the bedroom, I haven't got that much room in there. Now, the reason why we apply the C-clamp, to put nice pressure on that NOR chip, on that E3 flasher. So you just want to, not too tight, you want to go just enough to where there's a little resistance. Okay, kind of stop there, go a cunt hair more. That should be good. Now let me go grab my other tool. Alright, so I'm going to need something to prop up the other side of that. Let me get a couple games. This is what I like to use. Modern Warfare 2, Advanced Warfare, GTA 5. Those motherfuckers. Now, let's bring this bitch up. Put that just like so. Now we need to install a power supply. This motherfucker right here is dirty. Let me clean that real quick. Alright. So now, let's get our E3 ribbon cable out of the way. bring this to the front, like so. Now, we gotta put this motherfucker on. You got, there are the prongs. Gotta line this bitch up just right. Alright, now plug your power supply in. A lot of these connections are a little bit different than what I'm used to, but it's all good. Same deal. Where the fuck? Oh yeah, we want to pull our power supply out. Forgot about that. Right out of the case. There we go. This is our power supply. Your power cord goes into. Now, this is going to go right on here. There we go. That one on nice. Alright, we got that in. We got that in. Alright, so now, this is a one-shot deal. Now you want to hook up your E3 flasher. Let's move this shit to the back just a little. Now, with the Q-tip we had in alcohol, you want to clean your E3 flasher. Make sure that shit's nice. Same thing with the ribbon cable. Make sure that shit's nice. There's going to be a little outline for your cable on your E3 flasher. Just line it up. Snaps right in. There we go. Now, a lot of people like to hook this up to your hard drive and all that bullshit. There's no need for that. Absolutely no need. So, like I showed you before, you got your SanDisk little chip. We're going to want to put this in your E3 flasher. Make sure it's completely empty. Wipe it out, reformat it, and eject it. Goes in your E3 flasher. Goes in just like that. Put the little door over and push to the left. Locks it right in. Nope. Alright, so now we got to get a dump off the NOR chip on the PS3. This is how you're going to jailbreak it. So now I got my other jailbreak right over here. Let's pull the power cord out of that motherfucker. Bring it right over. We'll plug it in. Alright, so we got power. We should have power. Everything's hooked up. We might have to find something different for that cable. Oh, we gotta hook up the power supply. That's what we gotta do. The buttons on the front. What the hell did I do with that? Here it is. Now you gotta hook up your power button. Let's plug this. Oop, come on. There we go. Power button's in. See how everything's lighting up on the E3 flasher? That's what you want. Can rest this bitch right here. See how it does that Knight Rider thing? Alright. So now we got the chip in it. Completely clean. We know we got power. The cable's hooked up correctly. Now, right underneath here, there's going to be a little reset button. You're going to hit that reset button. Then it's going to start flashing again. I always do that just to make sure everything's going good. So now, what we want is all the switches down, except for the third one. Third switch up, all the rest down, to pull a valid dump off your PS3. And that's that dump we're going to do. We're going to patch that, and that's what's going to jailbreak your PS3 or make it on 3.55. So 1, 2, third one up, all the other ones down. Let me just reset that again since I moved the buttons. Now, this is where it gets tricky. A lot of times, you're going to get invalid dumps. You'll have error codes, like 1, 2, or 3 lights will start blinking. That means you have an error. Most of the time, it's just because your E3 flasher isn't secured down to your NOR chip. So this top red button right there, we're going to hit that. We're going to try to pull a dump off it. Now, each light's going to light up one by one, all 6 lights. If you get flashing lights, that means there's a problem. So let's see what happens. This is only going to take a couple minutes. Alright. It looks like it's pulling the valid dump off. Fuck yeah. We got it the first time. That's very rare. Hell yeah. Then once all the lights light up, it's going to do this Knight Rider motherfucking thing. It's going to keep going back and forth. That's when you know you got a legit dump. Fuck yeah. We just got a valid dump. Now we got to check it, make sure everything looks good on the dump, and then we can see if we can patch it. I'm going to put my patches in there, and that's what's going to make it jailbreakable. So, after you get that thing flashing like that, then we're going to have to kill the power on it. Whenever you're jailbreaking, pulling dumps, if that power shuts off on you, your console's bricked. But I can unbrick consoles. Just takes a little while. You don't want to have to do this shit. Alright. So now we gotta pull the power cable. I'm just gonna yank that fucker right out. But give me 1 second. Alright, so pull that power cable. I do have a switch, but I don't use it. I just pull it out. I have a whole E3 SATA docket station. I'll get more into that in another tutorial. Grab your card, go to the computer. So now, I'm on the computer. Plug this in. We want to see if we got a valid dump now. Let me close these windows and open up my dump folder. Let's go to removable disk E. Oh, cool. We got E3 flasher folder and a BKPPS3 bin folder. So now I got these jailbreak tools. I'll put them all in the description. So we want to grab our PS3 flash tool. And let's open that up, and it's going to check to make sure we have a valid dump. There we go. Now, let me just drag and drop this right on in. Move that over. Our bin file, we're going to drag it, drop it right in. Or, wait 1 second. What you're going to do is, it's going to say check image. Now, we are just going to want to go to recent places. We can shut that off. Let's just drag and drop it right on in. Alright. Okay, so it failed. Now let's see what it failed for. Alright, so this looks promising. I'm going to show you guys right now what happened. Take the webcam, bring it over here. As you can see, I took the BKPS3 bin folder, I dragged it, and I dropped it right in. And we got 2 bad checks right there. Most people would say that you can't use this, but that's bullshit. We got an ROSO hash and an ROS1 hash. Both of those are bad, but it's not true. Those are alright. Even if those are bad, you can still use them. So this is still a good dump. We're going to patch it. So close that tool. Let's open this up. Now we go. Alright, so we got to take that, and now we got to patch it. So let me grab my patch tool, and I'll show you guys how to patch it. Get out of here, go to my jailbreak tools. Now we need our PS3 NOR and NAND auto patcher, 4.70. So we're gonna open that up now. Try to drag this over to there. Dump that in. Let me try copying that over here. Why won't it let me paste? Says it's locked.